everyone, welcome to my channel. Today is Weight Watchers Weigh-In Wednesday when I report to you my status and progress in this 103-pound weight loss journey. Before I jump into today's results, I'd like to say thank you to all my new subscribers. Thanks for pressing that subscribe button, and if you haven't already, I'd welcome you to do that. I'd be honored to have you on this journey with us, and so welcome. Make yourself at home and peruse some of the playlists and my older videos so you can see how far I've come and maybe get some encouragement for your journey as well. So I like to show my little weight loss chart because that kind of gives you an idea of how far I have come. So as you'll notice, I started at 248 pounds in December of 2018 when I joined Weight Watchers. So far I have been able to cross off many boxes. My next box to cross off will be 180. I am not quite there yet. As you may know, of course, Weight Watchers is not meeting in person, so we're just doing the online meetings, which is nice. Just have that continuity and see our leader and all that. So I got up early this morning, jumped on the scale, and what do you think it said? Well, I wasn't expecting magic because if you caught my video on the oatmeal raisin cookies, you know I made cookies the other day. So yeah, my weight is actually just the same as last week, so I maintained. It is 183.6. So maintain, you know, that's okay. It's been a kind of difficult week, and probably for you too. For one, I have not been as motivated to get on the treadmill, although I really pushed myself and I did get on the treadmill this morning, mostly because I set out my clothes the night before, my workout clothes, and I just had them ready to go, jump in, no excuses, which is pretty much what I have to do. But yeah, just not as much energy. I think it's stress. And then everything that's going on with my sister and just, you know, this whole pandemic. So I'm sure you guys can probably relate to not having as much energy, but you know, I do what I can. I kind of have this self-talk, this mental thing that I tell myself that all you need to do is just show up, do 5 minutes. And then usually once I get on there and get going, I can do longer than 5 minutes, but sometimes I just have to kind of break down my goal and say, all right, let's just do this. So yeah, so I did get on the treadmill, but yeah, allowing yourself to have treats is a good thing though. So that's okay. I probably won't be having any more cookies because next week I really do want to see a loss. I really do. I'm ready to kick this 103-pound weight loss journey into high gear. Yeah, the type A part of me would just love to have it over with quick, but you know, it's a process. Like I have said so many times that, you know, it's a learning process too. We have to learn ways and techniques and things that will help us to be able to maintain this for the rest of our lives. So that's what it's all about. So yep, on my weight loss chart, 180 would be my next one to be able to cross off. I'd like to do that in the near future. So I encourage you guys, if you don't have a weight loss chart, to go ahead and make one up because it really helps to kind of see how far you've come and just to kind of monitor your progress. So I printed out the Weight Watchers Weekly, so I like to go over that to let you know what they're talking about this week. It says how to stay on track because obviously everyone's kind of wrestling with that right now. It says chances are good that your life looks pretty different now than it did a month ago. Chances are also good that some of the healthy habits you've developed have slipped. Altogether now, that's okay. It's okay. We're all human and going through a lot. Yes. When we lose that momentum, we also tend to stop measuring our progress and to avoid feeling all the feelings. But studies show that monitoring how we're doing by tracking food, activity, and weight is an important part of getting back or staying on track. So show yourself some kindness and put your health first, which is really important. And it says it's especially important right now. All right, so it says what to do. What does success look like for you this week? Once you've answered that question, begin to track your progress, getting there using the strategies below. So one of the strategies says to build time into your schedule for tracking your meals. And if you're not a member of Weight Watchers, I always say I highly recommend it. It has revolutionized my life. But if you're not going to join Weight Watchers, I do recommend tracking. There's a number of free apps out there that you can get, and they are helpful, because if you're not able to actually measure your intake, it is really difficult to know how much food you're consuming. I have to say, after now I've been on Weight Watchers for 15 months, I realized no wonder I couldn't lose the weight before, because I was consuming way too many calories, way more than my body actually needs. And until you're able to actually measure that, you have no idea. It's been eye-opening. And I'm not starving, so that's the bonus. All right, and then it's talking about if you have a scale at home to weigh yourself, which I like to weigh myself every day. Some people once a week. For me, I like to weigh myself every day because if I'm engaging in a habit that is not good for my weight loss journey, at least I can catch it sooner than later, and correct that habit. So rather than waiting a full week, it's harder to kind of turn the Titanic around. So that's my personal opinion. Everybody does it differently. It's a matter of preference. And then it's talking about keeping a healthy habit journal, which incidentally, I wanted to read. I keep my weight loss journal, and I don't write in it every day, but if something amazing happens or something I want to document, I'll write in it. But I want to share with you something from my journal. And then it's just talking about the importance of connecting with others. So good stuff there. There's always a lot that Weight Watchers does invest in the members, and I really do appreciate that. This is back from January of 2019, and I just kind of wrote in my journal just some words of wisdom, tidbits. And one of the things says, exercise is about attendance, not intensity. Showing up, right? Just get up and move, and yes, walking is enough. I like that. And then the next line says, realize it's all a mental game. It's so true. What we think about, and that's another thing I wrote on a Post-it here. Something that is so true. Our thoughts affect our feelings, and our feelings turn into actions. So guard your thoughts, right? So be mindful about putting in positive thoughts, because those will in turn bring about an action, either positive or negative. So be mindful of that, because that does play a role in your weight loss. So, and then, I like this one. Comparison is the thief of joy. And there's another quote that says, never measure your progress using someone else's ruler. I love that one, because, I'm 50. My weight loss journey is going to look significantly different than someone who's 25. So, or even if it is someone that is the same age as you, your body is different, mine is different. We don't need to compare to one another, but we do need to encourage one another. So that is really why I have established this YouTube channel, is to not only document my 103-pound weight loss journey, but to encourage you. And I hope that I do. I hope that through something I share, or just my continuing, just putting one foot in front of the other, my progress may seem slow sometimes. Sometimes it seems very slow to me. But sometimes when I look back at the pictures, my before pictures, it's it's amazing. It's amazing to me how far I've come. So that just gives me encouragement, and I know I feel so much better. And then these are my top 3 bits of advice, okay? You might want to write these down. Consistency, not perfection, is the key. So, you know, there is a quote that says that the secret of your success is hidden in your daily routine. No truer words were ever spoken, honestly. So if you want to change the path that you're on, look at what you're doing every day, because it is going to take what you're doing every day to get to where you want to go. So that is key. That's number 1. Consistency, though. Keep putting one foot in front of the other, but you got to start, and start wherever you are. Today's a great day to start. Start where you are. And then the next one is track, track, track. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Track. So yeah, and you know, your tracking doesn't have to be perfect. And so what if one day you went like way overboard and you're like, I don't want to track that because that is ugly. But track it, because you know what? You're holding yourself accountable and you're being honest with yourself, which honestly, that is foundational to weight loss. Really is. So just be truthful and honest with yourself. And then number 3 is don't ever give up. Never, ever, ever, ever give up. Never. Because you know what? At the end of the day, your health is worth fighting for. And at this time of this national and worldwide pandemic that we're experiencing, investing in your health could never be more timely, honestly. Because like I said the other day, there was a report out of Italy that said over 80% of those in the ICU were overweight. And so we know that when we're overweight, we are more susceptible to disease, and that's not a good thing. So I'm all about promoting health and wellness, and I hope that you guys are on your own weight loss or wellness journey. And so, yep, that's my report for this week. I maintained. What am I going to do next week? Or this coming week, into the next week? Sorry, my lawn guy is here. I'm going to wrap this up so you don't hear it, the mower out there. But what am I going to do this week? Well, more of the same. And I really hope that I will feel up to getting on the treadmill more. But, you know, I think this is a time to kind of be kind to ourselves, practice some self-care, but also to challenge ourselves too. So hope you guys are doing well. Let me know in the comments below how you're doing on your weight loss journey, and I will see you soon. God bless.